Okay. Alrighty. We should be good. We're going. Alright, we're doing it. Oh god, that's bright. Alright, here we are. It's fucking showtime. Fuck.
I'm in the spotlight.
Yeah, here we are. That's it. It's a show.
This is it.
Episode 19.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the show. All right, that was it. See ya. Bye-bye. Fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
Thanks for coming.
Oh god. It's been so long since I've done this. I started getting like a flow, and I was prepared as I was doing these. I prepared myself for this, but it's been long since I got the things ready.
I've also prepared.
But it's more of the same, you know.
I got a new mic.
Yeah, right? Our production value went up. I should probably move my mic closer, speaking
Uh-oh.
of which.
Two Mikezillas.
Oh, man. Oh, God. This shit's all fucked up. Okay, alright. Hopefully I'm audible. I can't really see. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like you are just as audible as me.
Sure. I hope so. I didn't really test it all before I started us off. I suppose I could still do that, but
We're doing it live.
Yeah, fuck it. We're doing it live. Here we go. Anyways. Yeah, the things that I had prepared myself to say, I feel like it really is just more the same. Like, it's just, more people talking about, attacks on free speech and everyone, I don't know, it's everyone making the same philosophical argument but from opposite sides, and yeah, it's just like nonstop bitching, and here I am to bitch.
Here we are. We're bitching.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Facebook has gotten rather intolerable lately.
Yeah.
Just because it's like constantly in your face, and if it's not people that you're friends with, it's like ads telling you to sign petitions for stuff. It's crazy.
Or like AI ads saying,
Yeah.
I've spent all my time making this and no one cares, or nobody cares that I am showing them, or something weird, like some old lady holding like a bunch of knit chickens and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really weird. A bunch of AI writ stories about like experiences in medical care and things like that, and how certain policies affected the outcome of whether or not they got care or things. It like, I get like a lot of weird stuff that way too.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I get a lot of like in the Facebook reels, like relationship posts, but then like it has nothing to do with anything, and it's just like really, you can tell it's generated by like a bot that's just pumping out weird nonsense.
Right.
That something has an agenda for.
Exactly. Whenever I go and look into it, like click on the person's profile or whatever, they maybe have like 2 or 3 posts, and their profile won't be private. Sometimes it's just like completely private, and they have like no friends, and the profile was made like days ago, like weird signs that it's like a fake profile. Facebook's really bad. I try to avoid it. It's unfortunate because I try to participate in it. Like I said, I'm like, I realize I'm just fucking here to bitch, basically. I'm just like screaming into the void as I make these videos, and most people probably don't give a fuck. And are never gonna fucking watch this shit, and that's great. Whatever. And like when I was younger, not even a lot younger, just like 4 or so years ago, a lot of my friends were like hugely politically outspoken, but now they're all just backpedaling, and where I didn't want to participate in the conversation before because I realized how irrelevant a lot of it was to me, and then how a lot of people were treating just like friends they see in everyday life who have different political perspectives like shit based on shit that they saw on the news or read on MSNBC and shit. Like then it started to affect me, whereas I avoided it before, and I don't know. It's weird. A lot of it still definitely didn't affect me, but I'd like to have a greater impact on the world somehow. So I'm trying to participate in the community dialogue. And I know a lot of people, anyways, I try to avoid social media. But like I'm still on there a ton, obviously, and I'll share I'll share like stuff that I'm trying to be insightful and thoughtful about, not just like fucking like chain messages or like a ton
your
of
own stuff.
Yeah, like I might link something to give context to what I'm saying, but I'm trying to bring about some kind of like thought-provoking like characteristic about the statement or whatever. But it's like nobody wants to participate in the conversation anymore, or maybe they never did. They just wanted to make their statement known and fucking insult people and try and berate them into a corner and expect them to just fucking agree with them. But yeah, it's crazy. The fact that people are so outspoken but unwilling to have the conversations that I like see that it seems like they're trying to have, and then when I open an avenue for it, people like try and avoid it entirely. Like nobody gave two shits about Elon before. Now everyone wants to be super outspoken about him, when I like when he was becoming a more contentious figure politically with like Trump's recent campaign, like I was just bringing him up just in light of like his political tweets and shit like that. I can't even remember exactly what the topics were, but I'm trying to remember a specific occasion. But I had brought him up before, and people are just like, oh, he's just a rich asshole. He's not really a political dude. It's not like he's going to make laws or whatever. Or just basically kind of poo-pooing it as a topic or not trying to, like, facilitate a dialogue.
Just brushing it off.
Yeah, and then, like, suddenly everyone's, like, hugely outspoken about him. It's weird.
What I saw something about, like, Elon Musk says that the ISS needs to come down ASAP. And, like...
Oh, yeah.
The ISS
that's
has
one of
been
those...
planned to be dismantled in, like, the year 2028 or something. And that
was...
was...
it's already scheduled.
...said by NASA. So, like, And nobody cared when NASA announced it. Like, not a single peep. Not a news article. Nothing I saw about NASA saying that they're going to discontinue the ISS because of whatever with Russia and, like, the part maintenance and all that stuff. So, no. It's just not true that Elon Musk wants to take the ISS down. I mean, maybe he does, but it was already pre-scheduled.
You know what that is, don't you? What you saw that was, like, showing that? It's just, like, one of those fake, like...
Yeah, it's like
AI
weird AI propaganda.
And I don't even think that... So, a lot of it, I don't even think is AI, because it existed before AI really took off in the last couple of years. It was just people making triggering nonsense.
Memes and word art
and
stuff.
just to drum up traffic and stuff in their fucked up
Yeah.
little like Facebook groups. It's crazy how many little weird groups of these just a weird like I don't know. It seems really anonymous. Like these people have all these friends that clearly they don't know.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if the account's real or not, but they have multiple Facebook groups that are just posting all sorts of just provocative content.
Yeah. Very.
And some often
Rage
stuff
baiting.
that yeah, exactly, rage baiting. Often stuff that contradicts itself, even just to fucking drum up the traffic.
Yeah, like you'll see something about being pro-life, and then you scroll down a picture or two, and then there's something about being pro-abortion. So
Yeah.
it's something to enrage everybody.
It's weird to think that you can make a decent living, not even by doing anything, but just by drumming up traffic on Facebook groups
Yeah.
and generating the traffic to get the ad contents out and shit like that.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell anything. Just,
You just have to stir shit.
yeah, and have people cycling through your nonsense to pick up the ads
It's
along
like
the way.
Pyramid scheme for shit stirring.
Yeah, the not even the consumerism, but the commercialism of products is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
People aren't making a product, they aren't selling a service, they are doing absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
They're worthless. They aren't insuring anything.
No. They're like, watch me eat this can of olives over the span of 50 years. Okay. I guess.
Yeah. Wait. Goddamn. So yeah, Facebook. It's fucking pretty bad.
Yes.
But I'm trying to play the game. I feel like there's a decent living to be made out of it, and I think if people like Alex Jones are able to make a good living out of it, or are able to see or be seen publicly as a credible individual, then I should be just fine.
Yeah.
Fucking the black helicopters are coming to take your babies away.
It's found in meteorites and trace amounts of blueberries.
So, you reminded me before, but what is that about? What was that?
He sells vitamins on his website, and he was like talking about one of the minerals, and he was like, "This is only found in meteorites and trace amounts of blueberries." I don't know. I was on a John Oliver thing, but it is a real clip. It is really funny.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not even sure where to begin.
Wherever you want.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. It's good that we're doing this now, because every day we don't, it seems like we're, not to be like fucking paranoid about it, but a little bit closer to people trying to regulate not just whether or not we do this at all, but like how it's done. Like, we can fucking do whatever we fucking want on this podcast. I can swear. I don't need a fucking network executive to fucking tell me I can't do it. That, like, I don't have a network executive.
We don't got a naked executive.
God, fucking dry mouth. I don't have a network executive around to help promote me and get me all sorts of publicity and have a million people fucking watching this shit.
Yeah.
But I don't really give a fuck. The idea behind it is the realness of it, I guess.
The authenticity.
The authenticity and originality and you know,
spur of
uniqueness.
the momentness.
I guess. I mean, not even so much that. Yeah, I guess authenticity is pretty much like the best way to characterize it. Because it's not rehearsed.
Right.
Like some of the topics are thought of beforehand, but like I mostly just write down the fucking name of the topic and prepare myself on, like, you know, to say something contrary to what I generally see said everywhere else. And like, it's weird. I wonder, because I know, like, your feed whenever you're on Facebook probably is completely different from mine, and like, my dad, I don't imagine goes on Facebook very often, but he tells me, like, all of the news and stuff that he says is pretty much just like nonstop Trump is evil, but like,
Yes.
but the only thing he sees that says Trump is good that he will recite for me is like Fox News. And then conspiracy theory fucking nonsense from Alex Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge divide.
And then he, like, I can't remember, wasn't there like some deal recently, excuse me, with like a senator or state representative from New York, like Shapiro or something like that, who like committed fraud or something. Shapiro, New York fraud.
Was it Shapiro or was it
I think this is it. 1 year ago. Wait, no. Josh Shapiro.
That's Ross.
But this is Josh.
I thought it was the governor.
Governor?
What the heck was his name?
Yeah, no.
Governor of New York during COVID. Andrew Cuomo.
Maybe
I think it
it
had to deal with the Cuomo, the Pinocchio brothers.
Ha 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 ha. You might be correct about that. I can't remember. I just remember my dad complaining about it at the time. He's it's crazy to see how polarized some people get. Like, he's, I don't know. He's always pretty much been pretty passionate and pretty fired up and outspoken politically. But like, I don't know, seeing people call people maggots and fucking plague rats and shit like that during COVID, and people still say that all the time. I see that on Facebook constantly.
See, I don't see any of that on Facebook.
It's crazy. Yeah. And yeah.
That's interesting.
It's strange.
Yeah. I get all the Elon Musk is evil and Donald Trump is ruining everything, and like.
Well, that's, yeah, exactly. People often affiliate Elon with Donald Trump now, obviously for good reason.
Yeah, I mean they've made themselves affiliated.
But you read those comment sections, and people are saying how people are maggots with MAGAT.
Yeah, you're right. The comments. I don't read comments very often.
And fucking the, like, I don't know, the weak ass fucking lame insult like that people call like liberals, like libtards and stupid shit like that. Yeah. Fucking
snowflakes. Okay.
Well, I feel like people called people snowflakes long before, like, the hyper political modern partisanship. That was just like people being like weak and delicate. You call them a fucking snowflake.
Yeah, it just really gained traction with the whole political.
Yeah, people thinking they're a special snowflake and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Well, every snowflake is unique.
But in Canada, like, you can't even share fucking news articles. I'm not sure if they passed this law yet, the Online News Act and Online Harms Act. It's like two different laws, and there's a couple that they're trying to pass. But they say it's designed to help news agencies get their share of monetization through the traffic and stuff like that. Like, people won't be going to people's profiles on social media for news content. They'll be going to the news site or whatever. But if what you're doing is linking the news site, people are still going there. And not only that, but the social media is also generating traffic, and the people are generating traffic. So you've got three people generating traffic rather than just the news site. Like, I don't see what the downside is other than people sharing the content of the news, which I think is a bad idea. I think the idea of freely sharing information is a pretty essential concept to free speech, and the dissemination of information has been nothing but good for the growth of society and freedom of fucking everyone around us.
Yeah. I think the only problem is like the algorithms that feed like the one-sidedness, like how my Facebook is different than your Facebook. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it kind of creates an echo chamber.
Well, it doesn't matter. That doesn't apply to if you are, like, let's say Ilhan Omar says we need to de-white the government or something weird or crazy like that. And the press covers it, and people want to share this information, but they aren't allowed to.
Oh, like it gets
pulled down,
blacklisted or something.
It just gets removed. Yeah, like you aren't even able to share this like press story on social media.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's an important thing to be able to do. So, because otherwise, first off, the only way you're going to be able to like access this news information is what the site allows through its own advertising, or if you pursue it, like that's not good for anyone. That's definitely not good for the news agency. I don't think that's even that's even beneficial for the news agency, because now people aren't able to even share the news stories to make people be able to easily access them.
Yeah.
And in Germany, I've seen clips, and I'm like, the internet's a fucking crazy place.
Yeah. It's a lot.
But I'm going to share a clip right now. See if I can dig this up really quick. With some German politicians speaking about insulting people in public, and then their perspective on insulting people online being even more illegal because of the harm it can do. Hang on. Free on insulting people in public and insulting people online. And this is something we wouldn't be able to do in Canada. Oh yeah, here we go. So these are prosecutors in Germany. The community notes, an insult has been a criminal offense in Germany since 1871. This is on 60 Minutes.
Is it a crime?
And desktop viewer transition. Oh, our fucking desktop is transitioning.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, come on. Display capture. Come on. Let's see this shit. Come on. What the fuck? There we go.
Crime to insult somebody in public.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And it's a crime to insult them online as well?
Yes.
The fine could be even higher
Yeah.
if you insult someone in the internet.
Why?
Because in internet, it stays there. If we are talking here face to face, you insult me, I insult you, okay, finish. But if you in the internet, if I insult you or a politician,
That sticks around forever.
yeah.
The prosecutors explain German law also prohibits the spread of malicious gossip, violent threats, and fake quotes.
If somebody posts something that's not true, and then somebody else reposts it or likes it, are they committing a crime?
Yeah, in the case of reposting, it is a crime as well, because the reader can't distinguish whether you just invented this or just reposted it. That's the same for us.
The punishment for breaking hate speech laws can include jail time for repeat offenders.
And that's where we're at in Deutschland.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. These are fucking crazy times. That's a mouthful. Sorry. Anyways,
So, all insults are considered hate speech in Germany. Is what I'm understanding correct?
I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's funny. And like I think that there are certain concessions that we make to be in society, to be able to walk down the street and not have to feel threatened or uncomfortable, and that everyone else can also do the same fucking thing. I think not spouting off about how your fucking race is better than everyone else's and how everyone else's race is worse and terrible than comparison to yours. I think those are concessions that we need to totally make in order to be a participating member of society. Nobody's better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Some people are better than other people at some things, but it's not because you were born a particular fucking color.
Yeah, like every individual has the right to like self-worth and dignity and respect.
It has everything to do with individuality. Some people are born taller than fucking others. Some people are born
short,
wider, or with a bigger brain, or a smaller heart, or
doesn't
whatever.
Make you superior to your fellow person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everybody's got some kind of good thing to contribute.
But those guys are a bunch of fucking fags.
Boo.
What a bunch of fucking losers. I definitely wouldn't be able to do this in fucking Germany.
No, you'd get canceled real quick.
No, I would be shut the fuck down. They would swat the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
To anybody watching this in Deutschland, I fucking commend you, Prost. I hope I get some fucking German viewers at some point.
They'd put you in an underground bunker somewhere.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking sweet.
It would be cool to visit Germany.
Yeah, I'd love to fucking visit the Schwarzwald and the Alps and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And eat sauerkraut.
So, yeah, oh yeah, fucking sauerkraut, sauerkraut, some doner kebab, Döner.
buy another
Or they
cuckoo
say-
clock.
Oh yeah. Oh man, it'd be great to go there during October. That'd be super fucking cool.
Or Christmas, because they've got Krampus Fest.
Krampus. Fucking Krampus.
Yeah. Krampus.
I'd love to get a couple pounds of marzipan. I wonder if I could get that through customs.
Probs.
What are you doing with these pounds of marzipan?
Underground bakery.
And Lebkuchen. What are you doing with all of these fine confectionery goods?
Preparing for Krampus Fest.
Yeah. Let's see, what else do I got on the itinerary? You said you had some shit prepared for this? What did you want to talk about anything?
Oh, no, I got nothing.
Oh,
I don't really have anything prepared. I'm just always prepared for whatever.
Okay, right on. Okay, well, yeah, Trump's. So, holy shit, a lot has happened. The last time we did this was the fucking New Year's podcast.
Yeah.
So Trump's in the White House now. He's been inaugurated. Then a passenger jet collided with Blackhawk.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the drones.
Oh my god, the fucking
The
drones.
drones
People were
everywhere.
losing their minds
Listen,
about the
I
drones.
was having dreams about them last night.
Really?
Yeah.
They're communicating with you.
Yeah.
There's no way that all of them can be fucking the US.
Right.
Like, there's way too many, and it seems like a lot of different designs
Yeah.
have been recorded.
And there's like loud ones, like I don't know if you've heard that like airplane that goes over at night around like 10 or 11, but like it always happens, and sometimes it circles
looked like
around
a
a couple
C-130.
times.
I look at it in the darkness, but it's so low, and it sounds like a
Yeah,
helicopter.
It's so loud. Like I can't imagine that a drone would be that loud.
Yeah,
That's my only thing.
but the body is sort of like a fucking C-130, but it's like so fucking low.
Is that like a little private plane?
No, they're like really wide, fat things, and they carry fucking tanks. Here, I'll bust it out on the desktop for people who are curious. C-130. C-130. I'm pretty sure this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, these fucking things.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think there's another one that's fatter, and the wings are like angled, and I can't remember what it's called. Let's see. Heavy transport aircraft. C-17. Yeah, it looks a little bit like a C-17.
Globe Master.
Yeah. These things. But anyways, back to the camera. Okay. Yeah, but it's super low. It moves
Yeah.
really fast, and it sounds like a helicopter.
It's low and it's loud.
Like it's got the rather than the like
the droning of an engine.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. Or like if I ever go out to try to see it, like I won't see anything. I can't find it.
And God, so much has happened since the last episode. Trump said that we know what they all are, and then I can't remember if it was like an FBI agent or something at a press conference who disclosed that it was the US, but I can't remember if they even said what they were doing. There's a lot of speculation about them looking for a nuke.
Oh yeah, like there was nukes that went missing.
Yeah, from Ukraine. FBI press release about origin of drones. Disclosure about the origin of the drones. U.S. government has disclosed that the drones spotted flying over New Jersey in 2024 were authorized by the FAA for research and other purposes. The drones were also flown by hobbyists and private individuals. The drones were not operated by the Department of Defense or foreign adversaries. The drones did not pose as national security, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is all per Google AI, which has a bunch of sites that it sources, or sources that it cites. Sites that it cites as sources. Anyways. So basically, they just kind of like poo-pooed it. It's a bunch of fucking swamp gas and a bunch of hobbyists. And also, they said somewhere that they like confirmed that it was U.S. military. I can't remember exactly, like, what the fuck? I remember reading this somewhere and seeing a video of it. But anyways, Trump has disclosed, like, on all sorts of press releases, oh yeah, we know exactly who they are and what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Like, apparently, the verdict is still out. I don't believe it's just a bunch of fucking hobbyists. They're fucking videos. There are videos all over the place of huge drones all over the place.
Yeah.
Very big.
Like thousands
making
and
tons
thousands
of noise.
dollar
Yeah.
drones.
Yeah, there's no way it's just a bunch of fucking hobbyists. And they're not. Many of the reported sightings were likely airplanes or stars. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. Yeah, that shit's all over the place. It's fucking crazy. You got local law enforcement and local government officials making public statements on local TV asking the federal government to disclose their information that they have related to these drones. Like, it's not just a bunch of fucking hobbyists
Yeah.
and shit. Definitely recommend anybody who's interested in that kind of shit to look into it, because it's fucking crazy. What else is going on? Related to that plane crash, there's been several more fucking planes crashing, not just the plane and the Black Hawk crashing over the Potomac, but recently a plane flipped upside down on a runway somewhere.
Oh wow.
You don't remember that? That was really recent.
Was it the medical plane?
Maybe.
In New
Plane
York?
upside down, Toronto. Why was anybody flying to Toronto?
Wow.
Delta.
Jeez.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong. 80 people survived the accident. That's great. Fantastic. Well, yeah, it's fucking crazy. Where was it coming from? From Minneapolis. Let's see.
Jeez.
Crazy. So a lot of people are complaining about Trump and Doge making a bunch of layoffs in the FAA because of DEI policies and shit like that. But like, those are the people that are crashing right now, and the standards were dropped so that DEI policies could be put in place to increase the DEI-minded workforce, and the standards should never have been dropped in order to make those things possible. The same goes for like all sorts of fucking lines of industries. And yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that anybody is hired based on their race, affirmative action or otherwise, and not whether or not they're like competent at their fucking job.
Right.
So yeah.
And like
Whatever.
we're
It's
probably
fucking
hearing more about these plane accidents because of the recent announcement of the layoffs and stuff. Like people are now actively searching out reasons to argue against the mass layoffs.
Yes. I don't think that they. I don't think that they necessarily need to look for reasons to argue that the layoffs are bad because people are complaining that the layoffs are bad. And I think a lot of things need, like, you don't need to throw the baby out with the fucking bathwater in a lot of the cases, and that's definitely happening.
Yeah.
You don't need to be heavy-handed just ripping everything out. And I understand the idea, like it's fucking stupid. You hear Elon commenting on whether or not, like, well, what's your opinion on whether or not, like, if something got rid of that shouldn't have been gotten rid of? And he's like, oh, well, if we realize that we shouldn't have done it, we'll just bring it back. Well, that's great and all, but like that doesn't work for the people whose jobs get fucking completely thrown away and lives get fucking upended in the process. That's absolute fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And you hear Trump fucking like praising the guy, but saying he needs to be more aggressive in his heavy-handedness. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
I think that more regulation and auditing is absolutely a good thing. There needs to be way more credibility, but this is where I fucking disagree again with the Republicans. I'm a fucking moderate. Like, you don't need to go overboard with everything. Nobody can do anything without fucking going overboard with it.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Balance is important.
It is.
And it's like cutting hair. You can cut it off a little bit at a time and be okay and get it to where you want it to be. But if you go too far, too fast, well, then you have a fucked up haircut.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing with the government and the federal workers and all that.
Yeah, and it's funny because the EPA was like that for a while. It was all about protecting the environment, and it became something where it was like a bureaucratic red tape just obstacle just in the way of progress. But then it became completely captured because the things that it would fine you for were just a price to pay. So anyone with absurd amounts of fucking money would just be like, okay, I'm going to do this really fucked up thing that the EPA will fine me for, and I'll just give the EPA a shitload of fucking money, and then just do whatever I fucking want anyways. It's like a fucking rich asshole with a Lamborghini. His $250 speeding ticket means absolutely nothing to him when he's just ripping around in that thing making $2 million. Doesn't give a shit about your $250 speeding ticket.
Yeah. It's just a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. Doesn't give a fuck. It's just the price you fucking pay to go whatever the fuck speed you want. Yeah. Yeah. I'm ranting. Here we go.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Man, I was unrelated, but when I was on my way home from the gym, this person totally just blew a red light, like, going this way, and I was going this way, and I just laid on the horn.
Nice. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, right?
Fuck 'em.
I know. It was ridiculous. Like, the car in front of them stopped, And they drove around the car that stopped and continued.
Yeah, it's fucking dangerous out there right now. It's pretty absurd. I think pretty much everyone in the U.S. right now should be forced to retake their driver's license test.
Yeah.
Especially anyone who is just given a driver's license, like, and never fucking had to take a test. Absolutely make them take like 3 tests. Fuck that shit. The standards need to be increased for everyone. Driving a car is not a privilege, or no, it's only a privilege. It's not
It's
a
not a
fucking.
right.
It's not a right. People act like you just intrinsically deserve to have a fucking car and a fucking driver's license and to be able to go wherever the fuck you want. Yeah, you can go wherever you want within fucking reason, but like you don't get to like use this road that everyone else participates on and follows the fucking law so that we're all safe and all can get where we want to fucking go safely.
Yeah.
And just fucking do whatever the fuck you want on it. Like, you don't deserve to do that.
You're gonna do donuts the whole way down the street. Just gonna donut it out.
Yeah, go on the speed limits. Real fucking inconvenience. Till,
Yeah.
like, somebody runs into you and then it's the end of the fucking world. They should have been following the law. They
Yeah.
were speeding.
God forbid you actually stop all the way at a stop sign.
Yeah.
Because somebody will go and cut you, and then you'll almost end up in an accident anyway.
Yeah, the people trying to just impatiently whip around you. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
The disregard for human life
Yeah.
is astounding.
Yeah. It's not a problem until it affects you.
Gross.
It's fucking bullshit.
I hate it.
It's really bad when you're delivering in a fucking Amazon van and the vans don't move for shit. They're cheaper than dirt. Those like Ford Transit vans are just pumped out by the millions.
Yeah.
They're
They're like 3D printed.
they get stuck on wet grass. They're fucking shit. They aren't for fuck.
They're not worth a shit.
They're not worth a fucking shit. So anyways, there was something I was going to comment on with the FAA stuff and Trump firing people on the DEI grounds and stuff. I don't know. But it's definitely stupid that people whose job had a clear and obvious description at their employment are now suddenly being forced to rationalize and justify their fucking like employment position.
Yeah.
Like that should definitely be the employer's job, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I feel like most of the people should be lumped into that. If anybody was hired to meet a certain quota for like affirmative action or whatever, which often doesn't make people hire based on the actual criterion it's supposed to, which is like, to my understanding, affirmative action was supposed to make a workplace hire or like force its workplace to have a demographic representative of the nation's demographic. Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
I think
Like
so.
you're supposed to have a certain percentage of white people relative to the nation's percentage, and Mexicans, Chinese,
Yeah.
black people, whatever.
X number of Hispanics, X
Yeah.
number of
Yeah, proportionate to the nation's
Native American,
representative percentages.
Alaskan, whatever.
So it's funny because they're like trying to force the nation to be like racially homogenous
Well,
everywhere.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but like from everything I have seen, people who are minorities and who are hired as part of like that stuff, like they do like housekeeping. So you can say it's equal all you want, but like you know,
Well,
depending on how you look at it, the process of DEI itself could be considered racist.
so it depends on, or well, yeah, that's exactly the premise that's exactly the premise that most of the people are upset with it about, because it's racism, or it's discrimination of everyone who you imagine isn't discriminated against. So, like, everyone who you imagine is a discriminated minority or subset of individuals is now, like, morally pure, and you're supposed to, like, do your best to protect them and hire them and promote their, like, existence. And everyone else be damned. And like I can't categorically say that like I don't know anyone who's hired in like housekeeping positions and stuff like that, but like you can definitely see where like CEOs and people like that are selected based on like ethnic demographics to try and target certain people to drum support or whatever from like certain lobbies and stuff like that.
Like someone you've never even heard of, like just suddenly being thrown into the mix. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this person came from across the nation and
Yeah.
has done all these things, and you're like,
Like,
where did you come
you
from?
could, you like, I'm sure there's someone who is way better prepared, who has way better background and like credibility or like credentials or whatever, credentials.
Yes.
Credation.
Accreditation.
They're a crustacean.
Shimp.
Yeah, and reasons to support like why they would be like a better choice for being like your superintendent or whatever. Why this person? Like they were already a superintendent somewhere else, and like the fucking numbers didn't even back up that they were going to improve the situation here. If anything, it proved that it might be a little bit worse. But whatever. Just speculation.
Yeah.
I think there are more obvious examples, but like it's fucking hard to speak out against all of this shit because like I said earlier, I don't want to fucking bitch about things fucking nonstop, but like you see obvious wrongs and you want to speak out against them. But people want to like nitpick whether or not one thing is racist. Like certain things are racist. I'm totally all about speaking out against racism. Nazis, anti-white people, whatever. Any kind of racism. I'll speak out against it. But like when people are nitpicking whether or not like Band-Aid colors are racist and shit like that, like I fall off. You lose me on that shit.
Yeah, that white privilege.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. I'm not here for it. And it's fucking stupid because people will call you like a bad actor or like a faithless actor or whatever. Not really
Trying
like
to discredit you.
yeah, you're not really like someone who speaks out against racism unless you're speaking out the way I want you to. Like, and there's all sorts of weird like buzzwords and stuff. Anyways, like I'd like to speak out more against it, but there's just too much to know about, and I'd like to facilitate more of these dialogues because it helps you know more about it, and it upsets me when people like I said, like a lot of people have like backpedaled on trying to speak about this, but like the dialogues aren't there. That's exactly why things are so fucking contentious. People could know about this shit, but people try and suppress people knowing about this shit. They try and stop people sharing the fucking news, and they try and stop just like social dissent. I think a lot of the fucking fighting would go away if people could just freely have these fucking conversations.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone's opening up the fucking conversation for the first time every fucking time. And that pretty much is exactly like, that's like the worst part of any fucking contentious conversation when you're opening a dialogue. Usually things settle down after you're like expressing your ideas and then kind of diving into the meat and potatoes and shit.
Yeah. It's ideological warfare.
Yeah, and yes, that's exactly
It's
what it is. I've said it for
forcing
years. I've said
people-
that for years.
It's forcing people to choose a side and forget that people are people.
Yes.
And it's just terrible. They just say terrible, dehumanizing things, and like, for what?
Yeah.
To say that, oh, you're right, okay. Compared to who? Like, everybody's just doing their best.
Yeah, everybody...
In a utopian world, everybody's doing their best.
Yeah, and people aren't able to fucking figure shit out. Like, imagine if people were just able to communicate about things and everyone was able to actually sit down and be like, oh man, I just realized that this guy that I like just lied about a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I know? This guy who you like lied about this too. And you both
Right.
get together and are like, oh my god, these guys we like are fucking full of shit. Let's
They're
go
all
do our
lying
own
to
fucking
us."
shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fucking shit, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like, not all Republicans are Nazi, black people hating people, and not all Democrats love transgender, rainbow, whatever.
Or are Marxist people trying to throw you in the fucking gulag and decide your fucking job for the rest of your life and have total equality
system.
of outcome, not equality of opportunity. Like
Yeah.
all sorts of crazy fucked up shit. Yeah, like not everyone...
Most people are somewhere in the middle.
I think the biggest problem is that the people who get big support are the people who get paid by the lobbyists from people in pharmaceutical industries and people in the news, which are paid for by lobbyists, in the pharmaceutical industries.
And they profit off of trends.
And as long as fucking people are fucking lightning rods drumming up all sorts of attention, just like on Facebook, just saying all sorts of bullshit to get people to just view their content again and again and again, and click and like outrage comment and all sorts of fucking crazy shit, like the money just keeps on getting generated, and you end up with people like AOC and Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib and Nina Turner, or people like them, the squad, just like saying all sorts of fucking anti-white and anti-Semitic shit, and like nobody, like, I feel like the only people that really support them are fucking fringe radicals. I don't think any of my friends really agree with them, but yet they're like lead representatives of the Democratic Party
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened.
because they fucking generate all sorts of fucking money.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. They're fucking pieces of shit. They're racist as fuck. Those people are racist. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, and generally, oh, you're kicking this thing over here. Sorry. I don't think most people are racist. But like, I don't even necessarily think that like AOC is racist, but it's weird how people, like, she is a perfect example, how it's like she goes out of her way to frame everything in a context related to whether or not it is racist, or does it have something to do with race. Like, why are you doing that? Is it because you're racist? I'm like,
She looks at everything through like a race lens.
yeah, I'm gonna show this video really quick because it's fucking outrageous. Where she's like talking about this fucking community fucking garden, and she's telling people like if you plant like cauliflower instead of banana yucca or something, like you're a colonialist or something fucking insane. Yeah, she's a real piece of work. Let's see. Come on, where is this shit?
I honestly don't even really pay attention to her. I don't really.
I don't either, but like,
Yeah. She's one of those people who just keeps talking.
yeah. But it's one of those things where you like, she drums up all sorts of support. If you completely ignore these people, they become outspoken, powerful individuals. Like, are you supposed to not speak out against them? It's like people saying they have an obligation to speak out against Trump. Not that I feel like I have an obligation to speak out against AOC, but while we're on the topic, God, I wish I could find this nonsense. Nope, that's Ilhan Omar. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find her right now. Fuck it. But yeah, it's weird. Like, she just always frames everything in the context of whether or not it is or isn't racist.
And I think regardless of what she says, people who are fans of her are always going to be fans of her. Just like regardless of what Trump says, some people will always be fans of him. Just like some people will always be fans of Obama.
Yeah.
Like, people are just like...
Or hate him, or hate Elon.
Either or, yeah.
Yeah,
it could go both ways.
The derangement syndromes. It's not just Trump derangement syndrome. Like, there's a Biden derangement syndrome. And fucking, like, Hillary derangement syndrome. There's a Doge derangement syndrome now.
Yeah.
It's pretty absurd. People are just losing their mind about
Everything.
Nobody can moderate themselves. It's all or nothing.
They're so over and understimulated simultaneously.
It's always the heavy-handed throwing the baby out with the bathwater shit. And now U.S. forces are moving into Mexico to work with fucking the Mexican Marine Forces for special forces training and shit like that to fight the cartels. People are like losing their minds about that. That's a recent development.
Losing their minds in a good, like,
in a
they
bad
think
way.
it's a
They're
good
like
way, or-
upset that Trump is going into Mexico to fight the cartel.
Well,
I don't really understand why they're upset about it.
yeah, I mean,
That's a good thing, right?
every person who I've ever talked to who has gone to Mexico says that Mexico is a terrible, dangerous place unless you're on a resort in which you're safe. But as soon as you
It's still
walk out
dangerous.
of the resort, you better watch yourself.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
like, that's not being racist or putting a country down. Like, the cartel has made Mexico a very dangerous place.
Yeah.
And they're starting to
It's
make
not a lie.
America a very dangerous
Yeah.
place.
Yes, it's not a fucking joke. It's not a fucking myth. This is another thing I should just like have like a check light or a little check mark, tally mark thing on the screen for all of the things I talk about that I've been gaslight about in the past, or gaslit about in the past. Holy shit, can't speak right now. Said like the cartel and stuff, open border policy is like definitely a fucking issue. And people are just like, oh, it's not an issue. Okay, it is an issue, but it's not really that big of a problem. Okay, it's an issue, but why do you care about it? It has no effect on you. Like, what? Just kicking the can down the fucking road, trying to pretend like anything that you think is an issue isn't actually a fucking problem. Like, why can't people just fucking, I don't know, be open-minded?
Yeah.
Fucking local government Facebook page, I don't know who runs it, but it's really hilarious, that I am in. we're in a sanctuary city, and these whoever runs the Facebook page is commenting about how they're bringing in all these immigrants and stuff, and they're going to naturalize or citizenize them or whatever, and
Make them naturalized citizens.
yeah, naturalized citizens, and that's great. I'm I'm fully supportive of people going through the legal processions of becoming a citizen. Nobody is against that.
Yeah.
That's literally the key fucking point. And it's funny because, like, you see, it's another one of those areas where I look at it and see the comment section and people are just losing their fucking minds about it. And whoever runs the Facebook, I don't know. I'm curious to know if it actually is the city of your, or the city's government, or if it's like just a news coverage of their actions or whatever, a group about their actions. But the government was posting in the comment section about how they hope that everyone will open their hearts, and how some people are really cruel and they hope they can get them to open their minds and change their minds and stuff like that. Like, to me, it was just a really elitist fucking perspective to assume that people are just hateful and mean, and that's the reason why they think the things that they do, and to totally disregard the fact that the people don't have a problem with these individuals. It has nothing to do with their race at all whatsoever. It has everything to do with the fucking legality of it that literally everyone else had to do to get here. Yeah, everyone had to do it in the Great Depression. Everyone constantly quotes like, oh, all of our ancestors came here in the Great Depression and blah blah blah. Yeah, most of the percentage of the US that exists here now is generational descendants of people who came here during the Great fucking Depression. And after the Great Depression, most of the people in the U.S. were people who came there during the Great fucking Depression, because people were desperate for the American fucking dream during that period. People were starving in Ireland and England because of the fucking potato famine. Mm-hmm. So the idea that, like, this was after slavery was abolished, mind you. So the idea that people have to fucking pay reparations and shit like that, people in the U.S. who exist here now, who had nothing to do with slavery in the fucking U.S., have to pay for reparations. Like, anyways, yeah, it's fucking insane.
Yeah. Like, there's a whole lot with, like, generational wealth and all of that. But, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, and, like, people should maybe once in a while get a leg up, like, depending, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the social services should be there. I think the blame gets placed on a lot of people, or a lot of blame gets placed on a lot of people who are completely unrelated to issues at hand. Things get deflected because people, I don't know, people don't really give a shit about the real problems or solutions.
Well, if everybody could do it.
They don't care about the solutions because the solutions don't generate money forever.
Yeah.
The fucking, like, nonprofits and non-government organizations and shit like that, they don't give a shit about stopping immigration. They don't give a shit about helping these people who are immigrants get fucking homes. Yeah, absolutely.
There's so much money to be made in drug rehab.
And human trafficking. Mm-hmm. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy to hear people cry out about humanitarian rights and the crises of people being mistreated by, like, ICE and stuff like that. You think those people aren't being mistreated by the cartel? They shouldn't be being dragged through the U.S. illegally. Not to mention like all the fucking kids that have fucking disappeared through sex trafficking. It's fucking insane that anybody is okay with this. That anybody is okay with the situation or at the border, or like ICE not cracking down on fucking illegal immigrants in the cartel.
Well, everyone's too busy looking at what people wore at the Grammys.
Yeah, I can't remember what the fucking actual amount was, but like ICE just recently found a shitload, like tons of fentanyl. Finds tons of fentanyl. No, not recently. Let's see. One second, sorry. I know this exists. I thought I saw something about like a huge bust recently, but maybe I'm imagining this. Yeah, not seeing anything. Anyways, I also saw some recent statistic where Trump actually deported less than Biden on average in his first month. Trump's deportation numbers in first month lower than Biden's monthly average. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Reuters. Trump deporting people at a slower rate than Biden's last year in office. Washington, February 21st. U.S. President Donald Trump deported 37,660 people during his first month in office. Previously unpublished U.S. Department of Homeland Security data show far less than the monthly average of 57,000 removals and returns in the last full year of Joe Biden's administration. A senior Trump administration official and experts said deportations were poised to rise in the coming months as Trump opens up new avenues to ramp up arrests and removals. So they will be higher sooner, but he's slowly rocking into it. I see. Well, weird shit. Yeah. Shit, I can't remember this. Hang on. Will be interesting. This will be good. What is this? Laken-Riley Act. Have you heard of
I
that?
think it's Laken,
Laken?
but no.
Is a United States law that requires the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to detain illegal immigrants admitted to, charged with, or convicted of theft-related crimes, assaulting an officer, or a crime that results in death or serious bodily injury like drunk driving. So, like, basically you have to report a crime, now, federally. And, that was something that was a real problem in New York and California. Where DAs would just not fucking charge people with crimes. Like, they would, like, commit a crime, the cops would take them in, put them in jail, and the DA would just let them out the next day. Like those fucking people who, like, assaulted those cops in fucking,
York.
or in, not York, but New York, yeah, in New York. Yeah. And they just fucking let them out. And didn't they catch him in PA or something? Like, after they let him out, like the state cops picked him up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fucking insane. The fact that they were just let go is fucking insane. Like cops can't do their jobs. When they do, the criminals are just fucking let out. And people wonder why fucking Biden lost.
Yeah. And like, where do they get the $200,000 to post bond and stuff? Like,
Yeah.
why doesn't anybody question that?
Yeah, where did they get $200,000 fucking dollars
Like,
to just
gee,
get this fucking dude out?
They don't have a job and they don't have a vehicle, but they somehow have $200,000. Like,
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
and the charges for murder and stuff are absolutely arbitrary. Some people get like 13 years, some people get 20, some people get 60.
Some people get 5
That-
with credit for good behavior.
And if you murder a CEO of a health or of a hospital, you get charged with
A health
domestic
insurance
terrorism.
plan.
Yeah, of a health plan, you get charged with domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
Like, that dude was a crook. That dude doesn't fucking deserve fucking shit for notoriety as a good person. Not that Luigi Mangione or whatever is a good person just because he killed this evil asshole. But, like, it's really crazy. Some people, like, look at this guy like he's a fucking saint. Like, he's not a fucking hero. He's a fucking murderer.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's Batman.
No, he's just a fucking kid who had a fucking bone to pick and shot a guy in cold blood.
Yeah.
The guy definitely deserved what he got. He probably didn't deserve getting shot in the face. He deserved justice. Everybody else deserved justice. But that's what we got.
Yeah. It,
But that guy definitely deserves some kind of punitive measure for milking people dry. And I
right.
think health plans in general need a serious wake up. And I don't think Donald Trump or Elon are gonna fucking give it anytime soon. I'd love it. I'd love to see that kind of shit, but I don't see it coming. I don't even think people like Bernie Sanders represent the ideologies that they once did. Like, dude gets all sorts of money from the pharmaceutical industry. He doesn't give two shits about Citizens United and stuff like that. Anyways, we're going down the fucking dark playground hole.
Yeah, I will say that as somebody who works for a Medicare funded thing, it is a little concerning.
It's terrible.
All the cuts and stuff. I look up star ratings all the time. Just like trying to get ahead of the news and see like what's gonna happen next.
Well, I feel like you can pretty effectively rationalize your position
Yeah.
in your job.
For
Like,
sure.
you don't have to think about it.
I would if I were to be asked to write an email, I would have so much evidence that the work I do is valuable.
Oh my god, this is great. So, on the topic of online harassment, this brings a little bit of levity back to the podcast and some fucking goofy shit. Have you heard of the cyber farter?
No.
Okay. So, this is fucking hilarious. So, people charging people with harassment for online farting. It's fucking hilarious.
I might need to grab another beverage for this. Hold on a second.
Okay, sounds
This is
good.
Cuckoo.
It's pretty hilarious.
Online fart harassment.
Yeah. Let's see. All right.
Here I am.
So, a 25-year-old woman. Anyways, fuck. I'm just gonna paraphrase it. Lady kept sending her boyfriend, or let's see, her boyfriend's ex. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So her boyfriend's ex, she kept texting and messaging fucking videos of her farting while she's like staring at the camera and smiling. And
This is a little unhinged.
yeah, she just kept sending them to this lady, apparently. Just kept fucking sending these messages. Anyways,
Wow.
this the fucking recipient, the
Boyfriend's ex.
yeah, the boyfriend's ex fucking filed harassment charges against the chick for fucking sending messages of her farting all the fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's reasonable.
So, yeah, no, that's totally reasonable. That's totally reasonable.
Like, if you're repeatedly messaging someone who doesn't want contact with you, But man, to just, like, psychopathically...
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah.
record your face while you fart and smile at someone who you, like, don't like or
Yeah,
wanna
I don't
start
like
a
fart that
what?
often, and to
Yeah.
prepare my phone to record myself
Right.
farting,
To, like, hold a fart in consciously... So,
So
you can record it and send it to your boyfriend's ex.
Yeah,
like,
what the fuck?
What?
It's a lot of premeditation.
Yeah, I mean, whew, you deserve those harassment charges.
Yeah.
Sorry to say.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
This is where we are. It's 2025, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Stop farting messages at people.
Dealing with the cyber farters
God.
out here.
Cyber bullies, cyber farters.
Oh shit. Let's see. Yeah, pennies are going away. That's fucking stupid. In my opinion. I
They
think
cost more to make than they're worth.
only because the fucking dollar is fucking not worth a fuck.
I thought it was because the cost of nickel or whatever the fuck.
That's because the dollar is worth less. There was a point in time where you could get more copper with that dollar. Bring back the strength of the dollar.
Or is it because resources are more spread out?
Resources are available in the earth. I would actually contend this. It's because the dollar is spread out. There's more dollars in circulation now. That's literally the case.
Oh, yeah. Inflation and all that.
Yeah, that's literally the case. That's why the dollar is worth less. You have more of them, so it takes more to purchase the same amount of that thing.
Yeah. I was just thinking, like, the supply of metals. I mean, like, it's...
No, there's not less of the metal. As a matter of fact, there's probably, I would argue, less copper and, like, special earth mineral and shit like that around to freely be used than there was before, because now there's so much more demand for it.
Right,
like,
yeah.
As there's probably more being produced, but as soon as it exists, it's just
Yeah.
like
Like the silicon.
there's an insane semiconductor shortage. People are just pumping that shit out. They're trying to make the newest, best ones they can all the fucking time. Like, they can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that the penny going away is fucking stupid.
I always like pennies.
I don't really have any kind of sentimental attachment to it. I think that the problem is the fucking dollar not being worth a fuck. Like, I keep saying it, but the Fed needs to increase interest rates, dole out a shitload of bonds that will impact the stock market. Prices might drop, people might get fucking scared, but they'll have a nice fucking dip to buy with dollars that are worth way fucking more, and they're gonna fucking watch the fucking stock market skyrocket while their fucking strong ass dollars are holding on to that bottom of that dip. But until the Fed increases interest rates, I don't see that shit happening. The Fed dropped interest rates to like 0% during COVID, and we're basically just giving out fucking free money. And there are giant businesses filing for all sorts of business loans and PPE loans and all sorts of crazy shit. And uprating all sorts of things, pretending people, like, they would get out a loan for employees, fire the employees, and then keep the money that they had planned on paying those people that they got in the fucking loans. These interest-free loans
Yeah, a lot of people did lose jobs during COVID.
Yeah, all sorts of people did. And it was bullshit because I remember at the same time as people getting laid off, there were endless job openings. And nobody wanted to work because they kept getting free fucking money. And then a lot of people would go to work. They would work, like I heard of it's like a friend of a friend bullshit, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt. But I know fucking people whose opinion I pretty much trust. My buddy said, like, his girlfriend's son or something he's like 16 or something, worked at Burger King for a little while, got fired, got unemployment from COVID or something like that, and then got his job back, but kept receiving the unemployment.
Yes.
So he just kept working and was double dipping.
That's what happened to my ex-husband.
Yeah, it was fucking insane.
And I was like, you need to call somebody. Like, you can't spend any of that.
And people are just like, oh, I fucking hit the lottery. Well, the fucking chickens are coming home to roost, everybody. The system's all fucked up now because everybody thought they hit the fucking lottery and lied about a bunch of shit, and now the dollar's not worth a fuck.
Yep.
Whatever.
COVID was a crazy time.
Here's me ranting into the void. Just fucking screaming out here, hoping people enjoy this shit. Whatever.
It's a good time.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here for it.
Me too.
Yeah. It'd be lonely otherwise.
Yes.
I want to make it clear to people, to anybody, if they do watch this shit, that I'm totally open to the idea of having people come on and have conversations with anyone who's interested in this shit. But you gotta be reasonable, you gotta be open-minded, and like it's just a conversation. This shit isn't rehearsed. I don't
Right.
fucking rehearse this shit. I don't, like I said, I don't really think about what I'm fucking talking about before I do this. Think of some topics and then prepare myself to talk about them a little bit. Like, I finished reading the article that like provoked the thought, and then I move on. And I'm open-minded to the idea that I don't have all of the facts all the time. I don't pretend to be any kind of authority on anything that I speak about. I'm in search of the truth in the facts, which I probably don't have, and I fully intend to speak to as many people as I can who have a way better clue about the world around me than I do.
Well said.
Which most people do anyways. It's a pretty easy thing to do.
You would hope.
Yeah.
You would think. One would aspire to do so.
Yeah, everyone wants to be better than me. Everyone.
Everyone should want to be better than themselves the day before.
I definitely, I mean, you know, one step at a time.
Mm-hmm. Words of wisdom.
All right. We fucking didn't even take a break this time. It's an hour
We
and
didn't.
41 in. We're just going to take
We
fuck
did
it.
real good.
Yeah, fuck it.
We're doing it live.
We did it live.
We
Fuck
did
it.
it live.
It's been done did.
To Godzilla.
To Godzilla. Just doing it live. Excuse me.
We'll have to start doing a side project of us streaming.
Yeah.
When we get a better computer processor.
Yeah. Seriously, gotta
It'll be fun.
do a video game streaming
side-
thing.
Beebs and Beep Boop project.
Yeah, just something a little bit more random and impetuous, maybe a little bit like, I don't know, just less serious.
Yeah.
Talking about more dumb shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all
I
right.
hope my voice sounded good.
Yeah, I'm sure it sounds great. Your voice sounds magical.
Wow.
Mine is like nails on a chalkboard, you know.
No.
Fucking I'm just drinking like sand with water.
Yeah.
every night before bed
Yeah, yep, that's totally what your voice sounds like.
with cigarette ashes.
Yeah, yep.
I ain't no namby-pamby. All right, fuck it. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. The show's
We're gonna
the show's
go
over.
eat midnight snacks and whatever.
Yeah, stuff my face with fucking fat stacks
It's
of
peanut
fucking
butter jelly time.
dollar bills. Fucking kicking my USB over there. You're crushing it. I'm gonna break my shit. My computer's already busted.
I'm gonna owe you a
All right.
new USB.
A new USB. Okay. All right, everybody. We're fucking calling it. That's it. That was episode 19. Here's to many fucking more. I'm just gonna fucking fuck myself. And
Then if you don't have
yeah, no,
anyone
fuck
to
it.
fuck.
Fuck it. We aren't doing catchphrases anymore.
Okay.
Fuck that shit.
Alright, see you
No,
later.
yeah, this shit's
Thanks.
all natural. Yeah, thank you to anybody who watched this shit. I don't look to see if anybody comments or chats while it's going, because yeah, fuck that shit. I just try to be as entertaining and as unself-conscious as I can possibly be. Anyways, yeah, good time. Love you all, and yeah, have a good night. Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Bye.